6 medicinal patients and recreational users of cannabis. So that is amazing. Thank you so much for that. I definitely did follow on you, Todd. We're gonna network and create some form of foundation, committee, and component to be able to facilitate for all these new businesses in your area. So gratitude for that information. And I wanted to say, when we do this, we're going to go in sam.gov database to be able to create and get your unique identity. It's a unique entity identity number. It's going to create a page code for your trust and a state for your custodialship. So now you're in line to get funding for this EIN trust. Okay, you're able to get funding for this custodialship trust. You're able to, you know what's high about that? They did away with some branch. They used to do Houston Sam.gov used to give you a PNB number. And when I went on there, it was about a month ago, I seen that they have a notification saying that they not even using the Johnson Grass Tree number. You have to get that specific number that you just named. You have to get that for them now. So I just thought that was interesting, brother. Exactly. Great point, Brother Larry. You are now able to just go through SAMS to generate your Duns and Bradstreet number by way of a unique entity identification number. Okay, they have merged. Duns and Bradstreet have merged with sam.gov in order to generate that number. Okay, so Duns and Bradstreet is still available to file and register for a Duns and Bradstreet number. I have Duns and Bradstreet numbers for my prior businesses for my children and myself, but now it is fixated where sam.gov creates a unique entity identification number. Okay, in that database, you're going to be able to make the decision to attach NAICS codes. Okay, so if your trust in the state wants to be its own school, okay, so this EIN can have that attachment to be a institution for education. Yes, we do. Thank you. Okay, so but you're gonna definitely get the NAICS code for trust in the state in that database. Okay, it's gonna give you a cage code to now be able to fill out grant proposal, be able to acquire contracts, okay, of business through that custodial account. Okay, if your baby is able to do things in a capacity where it is not going to hinder him, or they're fully aware of what they're doing, they have a skill. This is where they can shine and use their skills and abilities in contracts, okay, and acquiring procurement contracts, okay. Because these are paid contracts. You don't have to, okay, procurement contract. Give me 2 seconds, you guys. We've got roughly 9 minutes before we hit that IRS again for the custodial, not the custodial, the conservatorship. Okay.
Asantua, I had a quick question, sweetheart, on what the gentleman was saying earlier. When he was saying something about Colorado kind of being flooded, so on and so forth. Now, if with right now, there are a lot of states that are doing the medical. Could you set your business up like New York? New York just went, with the medical marijuana this past year, 2021. Illinois went, I believe, in 2020, if I'm not mistaken. So you could set the business up there and it would probably be more fruitful because everything's kind of newer in those areas. If that's what you're saying, I believe, Ty, is that what you were kind of saying? It would be better maybe to set it up somewhere else where it's legal and then get your business set up that way and maybe still calculate it in Colorado. Would you be able to do that, sis? That was another question.
Yeah. I would say anything as far as like the dispensary route, do that. But if you really wanted to just be in the field, definitely start it off in Colorado because then you can get that look. And out here, it's more lenient. So like, we'll have a few spots where you can, what is the word, like expos type thing. So you can go to an expo and you can market your product and people will be smoking weed, and it's more of a culture out here. That's kind of what I mean by flooded. So it's so much of a culture that the dispensary game is flooded. But if you attack the product game, like even something as simple as chapstick, you know what I'm saying, or what is it, batteries for the cartridges, stuff like that. If it's like the product game, then you can go everywhere where it's kind of legal. But if you want to get into the weed industry itself and just be as far as selling weed, I would definitely go to some of the states that are already starting to legalize, securing you a location first, because if you secure the location, you don't even have to open up the dispensary. You can have the dispensaries come to you and say, hey, I'm in your zone where it's legal, come open up over here. It's really about how you want to attack the game. But if products is what you're going for, stick with this game plan and take advantage of it being $1 in Colorado. Go ahead and open it up. But weed industry, just go ahead and leave and open up a spot somewhere else.
Right. So that is CBD product, CBD gummy, CBD oil. Okay. So he's saying, don't just go and be like, I'm going to get weed. I'm going to be the dope man. No, you're not. You're going to be a ally or a promoter of cannabis products. Okay, cannabis products are a need because the economy there is all basically just dispensaries, just growers, just people that only want to have a cannabis farm. This is what's oversaturated there. They have done it to the gills. It's been done over and over again there. So create an attachment, if you will. Create another form of business that is still in the cannabis section or not. Okay, so if we're doing financial investment trust there, okay, if we're doing real estate trust there, okay, it does not have to be cannabis. That's just what I personally like, what certain people personally are into and want to create. But no, there's a plethora of businesses that you can create in Colorado. Let's just not stay at.
Sis, I sent you the link, or I sent you an invite so you can get in this room. I'm about to send it to you again if you didn't get it.
Just the cannabis business. Okay, that is the mecca of cannabis.
Let me send. I'm gonna send it to your text instead because I don't know what's going on. I thought you was in this room, but I still don't see you in here.
So we got 4 minutes roughly. Go back into that.
She's about to go into it now. We're about to go into the IRS now. If you want to set this up, get ready to do it now. We will be doing the conservatorship and everything at this moment. Listen, getting all the conservatorship means getting things set up in your business, and you can set it up under your children and have them established in a business before they are 18. Custodialship gives you the ownership of the property, which is the child that you have conceived or that you have helped to bring into this world. By taking the custodialship over that, this is very important. Pay attention.
This is to be petitioned momentarily after you acquire your EIN paperwork. So that's roughly 2 weeks that it is going to register in IRS database. Okay, so from now until 2 weeks from now, you have it to structure your articles of unincorporation, your trust agreement if we're dealing with a minor, and it's going to be structured as
you have to have a trust.
Business trust for the minor. Okay,
you're setting up a business trust under your children, if you have a trust, I've talked to you guys about this. Y'all might not be doing this. Oh, you in there, sis? Okay, babe. I thought you were saying it. I didn't see you. So many people in there.
Business trust. Okay, and that paperwork is structured like a business in a business format on paper. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do for our
peace, brother.
Conservatorship trust.
Peace, Empress.
Young ones and our loved ones unable to take care of their own.
If you are trying to get that established, you need to hit me in the private to go over that. That is very different in detail. But this will be setting up a business.
Okay, so if you want to protect someone who don't know no better and don't never know no better, this is where you would want to petition for the conservatorship. I personally attached a personal protection order, that's a PPO, to these conservatorship and custodialship accounts. That would be personal protect that minor or adult person, protect them from DHR, DHS, whatever your Department of Human Resources that wants to come and snatch your baby, you will be a PPO on them. Takes them out.
Custodialship, conservatorship gives you full ownership of your child. Believe it or not, they have the ownership when you sign that birth certificate over. In order to assume or take control of your property, your actual property, you need to do a conservatorship.
On that precinct in your area, on the state police. Okay.
When you have these things set up, you are able to file against these people for even touching your property. I have a fee schedule, so if anyone touches any of my family, they are going to pay. You need to protect yourself and your family. It's very important.
That do not obtain comes in. You're going to have a personal protection order in place and filing along with the petition of conservatorship and custodianship. It takes them out of your way. It takes them out of handling your child. No longer able to be the officer or policy holder over that child. Go ahead.
Hey, beloved, I had planned to do it in the gym one time, and he put a family in my back. This guy I met, he said he seen some land out there in Colorado, man. When he bought like, the dude told me he bought like, I think 2 acres, I think, for like $4 grand. He told me he bought it in an area, like, you know how they got all the mountains and stuff out there, like the area where it's not as populated. So what he told me was his goal was to go down, he's going to build a nice house out there. And then I'm like, get all grid where solar and all that stuff, get a barrel for the water. You know what I'm saying? Set it up that way. So I just wanted to add, man, Colorado, look at the land, get land out there too. Like, it's a lot of
That's
land.
right. That's right.
For real.
Get ready. We definitely get ready to do that. Okay, it's 11:30. Hit that link button. IRS. Go to link. Okay. Apply for employee EIN. Hit that. Okay. Apply online now. Hit that. Okay. Okay. So this is for trust. Hit that. Okay. This is for the adults that you are filing for that needs custodialship. Okay. Okay. So the adults would need a conservatorship. Okay. So before we go through that, click that hyperlink, turn the phone to the side. Let's read what conservatorship is. Okay. And conservatorship is a trust created as the result of a process in which the court appoints an individual or organization to make financial decisions for another person who is determined to be financially incapable of.
Oh man, bro, this is the loudest I can get. It's on my phone and I'm playing it. Let me see if I can connect to the Bluetooth. Actually, let me see if that'll work. Hold on.
Person. Okay, so you're going to click conservatorship. Okay, and hit continue. It's going to give another explanation, same explanation that I believe you gave
Power
you.
on. Bluetooth
A conservatorship is a trust that is set up for a incompetent person. A conservatorship is created by a court order subjecting property for a person to legal entity or a person. I'm sorry. Let me read that again. A conservatorship is created by a court order subjecting property for a person to the legal control of the person.
Bluetooth connected.
Hey,
Person under a
I'm glad you said something. Yeah. There you go, baby.
Or a protected person. You need to change the type of structure. So now this says you can have conservatorship over a property. Okay? So over a address.
Property is your child.
Over a property. Okay? You can do it for property and or a person. Okay?
Either
That's
or.
what they said. Okay.
Setting up your business, structuring your business
continue.
would be getting the EIN to structure the business
Tell us
in Colorado.
about the
We'll be
person
going
being
back over
protected.
that after this.
Okay. So that adult person will go in this column right here.
Just want to get my bugs done, and baby, you want to get my little birthday.
I'm sorry, brother. It's the best I can do. I'm just trying to get it the best I can. It's
Goddess Priscilla, did you have a question while we're doing this, or you might just came off Clubhouse to play with you? Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I do. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Go right ahead.
Okay. I have two kind of different situations. I have an adopted 3-year-old.
let me turn the
Had her
speaker
since
down.
3 months, and I also have my adult daughter now. The last process I did my adult daughter. Do I do this same protection plan for my
Asantewa.
adopted 3-year-old?
Her name's
That I have legal
Asantewa.
custody
That's
for
better.
as
Perfect.
well?
Yes.
Okay. So you have legal custody. You already have
Legal custody.
custodialship.
Is that
Right,
better?
So you have custodialship custody already over the 3-year-old, correct?
Correct. Through the court.
All right. So what we're gonna do for you is the custodianship. This is the conservatorship for your adult daughter, if you so choose to do that.
Okay, I did that when you first explained it. So I just want to get
I'm
clarification.
sorry, y'all. I gotta take this. Hold on.
And whatever you.
A future date that you're gonna file, you already have your date. So
Okay.
that's amazing. You already went through the course to get that. Now you just attach the trust account for the
Okay, I have-
3-year-old.
Now that you said that, let me ask another question because I've done the same for my daughter. I've had custody of my adult daughter, legal custody since she was 17. So do I need to go back and redo this trust with those court dates?
No, you are in there like swimwear, sis.
Period.
You in there, honey. All you need to do is attach the account, my love, and create
Okay.
all types of contracts. She needs a house. She needs a car.
She do.
Whatever you see and deem fit for that sister to have in trust.
You have to have a trust, guys. I keep telling y'all about this process. operating and standing in yourself and knowing that you have full rights over everything that is you and everything that belongs to you. I don't care what none of these people on YouTube telling y'all, and they keep playing with y'all because they want to have these channels and talking about information that don't mean shit. Y'all need to get yourself together before this government be controlling you. If you are not controlling you, they are governing your mind. Government is governing your mind. Yes, Sean, it is in Colorado, but you can set it up where you are and you can establish your business there by registering it there for $1.
My adult daughter also has.
You can do it anywhere and pay whatever the cost is in your state. You can do it where you're at. This is the process, though. And when you're doing this, there are fees associated that you'll be able to recoup from the government in getting your funding for what you are doing. That's what's important here. Even if you have to pay for it because you want to do it in your state, you don't want to establish it in Colorado. This is for anyone that wants to get their foot in the door for $1. You can't beat it.
Well,
yes, you do.
She has custody over her son. I don't know how.
Right now, let me turn this down for a second.
She has custodial custody over the baby.
Correct, her and the father.
Okay, just to give you guys a little further. Right now, she's actually speaking with a lady who's going through a custody thing, and she's trying to see how she can take the conservatorship to be able to put the child under there. So this is nothing that we're worried about right now, unless you have that issue. Currently, what we're doing, my sister is going over everything with setting up a business in Colorado. They have a special because they are promoting their businesses in the state because they want to get business there. Colorado is a very good state. They have very cheap property there. It's something you may want to even invest in. A lot of you guys have investments that you're looking for. Hit my email if you want to get something set up. We are doing that right now. What you would be able to do, set your business up for $1 today, and you can start the operations. You can hire the employees. You can solicit for the funds from the IRS to pay for all of these things, so on and so forth. That is what we're doing right now. If this is important to you, getting yourself set up in the state, that's where we're at. You can hit me in the private through my email for all the other things that need to go along with this.
You already have joint custody, I believe. The split custody is what you're speaking of.
Correct, the split legal custody.
Okay, yes, you definitely need to file for a passport identification for your child. And both of you have that right to fill out for a passport identification for that minor. So yes, you will be doing that. This now, you will put in the date that you acquired the custody from the court. So this now is a account for the asset and to be able to start a business for the baby in your control. Okay, the account of trust that you're creating with your business, with your address and your information, your social is going to be attached to this account. Your other parent, the co-parent, does not have jurisdiction in this trust account. Okay, you would have to create a account tomorrow for that co-parent for her to have that in line on her side, and she can control and keep safe the assets that she provides or generate for the child. Okay, so then that'd be 2 trust accounts, and each co-parent can have control of assets on both sides. That makes sense?
Okay, got it. That makes sense.
I also have a question. So I was awarded sole custody of my girls, back 3 years ago when I divorced. Would I have to go back in their jurisdiction to do this, or would that date be the date that I would be able to go off of that finding on the court?
Exactly. That date is the date. That's the filing. That's the docket number of an account. They got some bread off of y'all. So where you're at now with the girls is where you would want to incorporate. And, this is where the business will be incorporated. Unincorporated. Unincorporated is by your statute and your terms of the business trust agreement. So that filing will be the filing that you would put in as the probate filing, the court filing, Okay, you wouldn't need a petition again. You already have the custody right. Okay, so
All
this
right.
is now consistent in trust. You would structure their body, blood, brain, everything about that natural spirit into the trust agreement. That's a form of asset. Okay, that takes them away and out of the state's hands at that point. Okay, from that date, they were out of their hands. But you would structure your documentation to reference the full body, blood, mind, everything about that child in as an asset. Okay, so that's just one point I wanted to get that out. If everyone is familiar, we've done this over and over again. You guys are going through this while I'm answering questions. Salute. You are self-sufficient, and I'm very proud of you. So for those who are still waiting, you're going to have to start all over. This is the reason why I'm doing this at a certain time. It's a 10 to 15 minute window. They're going to make you start all over if you wait. It's going to go right back to the beginning. Okay, so hit that link bubble again for all those who sat and waited. Apply online.
See, we are starting over again. If you're just coming in, this is the website. This
That trust
is
option.
your website.
Okay. It's that conservatorship for your loved one.
This could be for an elderly senior adult. This is also what you would do for any deceased in your family for conservatorship, to assume all of the property that belongs to them after you have initiated your trust. You are able to assume that in all of their securities and securities. Yes, Randy, I know that's right, bro. Bro say I'm in there like swimwear. Yeah, that's what we doing. We getting everybody out of this system. They can keep talking about it. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to down anybody. I've been in this YouTube, and all I've been doing is trying to grow, help everybody, assist people with getting what they need to do, be where they need to be, and handle themselves in the proper fashion. A lot of talking about what happened in the past is knowing who you are, where you came from, and what things transpired. And that's so important. But we also need to find things to fix in our situations. We cannot just sit around and look at what happened, what's going on. We need to do something about it and get going. Like, for real.
Take your time so you don't make
get your life in order so that your family's not struggling when they put this new system in. There's a new system going in. By December, if you don't have yourself set up, somebody gonna be definitely rude. You thought you were a strong man. You thought the government had control. You're gonna be really screwed.
Okay.
That's right, sis. You already know, working for my people, and while I'm already going through my own shit. I'm struggling. I got so much I'm going through right now just because I've been doing this. And it is a spiritual battle that goes with this. They, man, stuff gonna be coming against you because, man, they don't want you to get it done. Trust and believe me. I'm gonna get into that on another bill. But yes, it's time, y'all. Y'all got to get out of this. Follow that link. Follow this link to process conservatorship over your minor, to process conservatorship over any of your deceased relatives. Peace, Ambassador. Thanks for coming through, sis. Appreciate you. This is another lady that is in order right now, getting herself set up. She is actually in the room right now that we're listening to.
Screen address. It's that P.O. box.
And showing love.
Your mail to come to your home with your home address. If you don't want it to come to your home and you don't have a P.O. box, your general postal delivery address.
Period. Okay? There's so much with this stuff, y'all.
Okay, so general postal delivery address. If you use that and have a PO box, you will hit yes for a different address from above. If you do not have that, or if you want to use your personal address as a mailing address, you will put in this address on the next screen. If you want that mail coming to your home, if you don't want it coming to your home, you will put in the PO box right here and click no.
The PO box is a process we'll go through that's very simple. EPSUPS.com, and you'll be able to set up your PO box for your business. Generating an address that's out of your residence.
Public database, you will select that, accept that, and go to the next page. So now you see your conservatorship name that was generated for you. Where is the conservatorship located? Okay, you want to do Colorado? We're doing Colorado. You want to do your own state? If it's already incorporated, okay? Incorporated, I'm sorry. It's already filed. If you've already petitioned and filed and gotten your date, it's in your state, okay? We're just doing Colorado filing. It's $1 to do a business. So you have the option to now do in Colorado. If you already have your date in place, you want to file in Colorado for the business, you can do that. Okay? You would just go on your state feed if you're going in as your conservatorship county and the state. Okay? So it's just your fee's going to be attached to this. You're only doing $1 Colorado today. So I would create this Colorado filing, because I'm going to get some property there.
Facts.
Okay.
And the shit cheap.
So I'm doing
Colorado got some nice cheap property, y'all. I'm telling y'all better get with me. I'm setting up this nation right now. Forget all that. I'm really doing this.
I'm gonna be honest.
We are doing this. There's a few of us doing this. If you are part of this or you want to be a part of this, y'all really need to be getting with me. This is no games. This is no trying to get over on nobody. This is about us and the we thing. Like for real.
Fiscal
for real.
year is gonna be December 31st. So
always giving us up. Anybody, I told y'all her name of her room is right in the description. Go right there, join her room. She be having so much info. The sis is so intelligent, beautiful.
So now by the quarter. So first quarter is January to March. Second quarter is April.
You can file
June.
quarterly.
Third quarter is September to September, October, November. Okay. So September to December, basically. Okay, so put that in. Okay. Do you expect to have employees? Yes, I do. Okay, my conservator needs employees. So we're gonna do the month and year that you incorporated in the beginning. Okay, so September 2022 is what I'm putting. I'm creating a new conservatorship.
No problem, sis.
Okay. Agricultural employees, family of 4. I usually do family of 4. You can do 1, and that's for that child. Okay, or that's for yourself. Okay. As an agricultural employee, you're gonna need household employees. Okay. Configure what your child or that minor person would need. Gonna need a housekeeper. Gonna need a cook. They're gonna need a driver. If they're unable to drive, don't know how to drive. So that's at least 5 to 10. You can split it up. 5 household employees, 5 other employees. It's all in what you say you need for that child. Okay, for that minor person. Okay, so okay. Select no. It's gonna be a liability of more than $1,000. Okay, that attaches that 941. Okay, now we're at the receive letter online. Click that. Hit continue. Okay, we're at the summary page. Okay, screenshot your summary page, then submit. Okay, we got that EIN number. Screenshot that page. Click here for EIN confirmation letter. Now, save that confirmation letter. Okay, all my iPhone users, shout out to the save file. Create a file that it shows a folder with a plus sign at the bottom. Create that folder for your file. Okay, and I just name it who the person I have created the conservatorship for. Okay.
Sis, is there a membership link for your page? A couple of people in the chat so that I can like let them get a direct link to the page so they can join you all the time with the other information. Sis, I know that you can share the link to the page now. Would that allow the access for membership so they can get you all the time? Because, you know, I'm kind of new to the Clubhouse. Sis.
Okay, hold on one second, my love.
All right, guys, I'll get that information. I'll be able to drop the link for you guys. So, you know, we're over there a lot of times. I'm in her room a lot of times. We're going over all this stuff. So this would be a good place.
$61 people in here, man. Y'all share the room.
Okay. Okay. Now, I'm sorry. Say that again.
Oh, I'm sorry, sis. I was saying, oh, I'm unmuted. Lord, I'm unmuted myself. I'm sorry, sis. I was muted. I was doing something else on the page. I was wondering if I could get. Is there a membership, sis, with the Clubhouse? I know your room comes up like you shoot. You always spitting the sauce, but is there a link so that they could join your membership? Because a lot of the people that are subs to me, they don't understand or know any of this stuff, to be honest. And I want them to get and understand a lot of the information that we're always talking about in here. So is there a way to like join the room when I share, if I share this link, can they get a member so they can always get to it? Can you just go over that real quick? If I share the link, they'll know that they'll be able to come into the room and, you know, get a membership or whatever. When you get a chance, I don't want to interrupt, just to verify.
If you're not on Clubhouse, if your listeners and subscribers are not on Clubhouse, they're not going to be able to get into this club or join and be a member of the club. So they would have to create the account in Clubhouse, okay, and then find the ASANTEWA'S Palace profile. Well, actually, the ASANTEWA'S PM profile, followed by looking down on the page or the profile and clicking ASANTEWA'S Palace to be able to be a member and join us. But if you're on any other platform such as Telegram, I do have a study group. World Scholars is my study group on Telegram. If you have a Telegram account, you will be able to find ASANTEWA. So that is capital YAA underscore SA. Sometimes it comes up, or ASANTEWA. Okay. And then you'd be able to just shoot me a hi, send me a little personal message saying hi. I can add you to my contact and then add you into World Scholars. World Scholars is a private group. It's not a public group to just search and find. You would have to contact me and I would have to add you in. So that is like one of the ways, you know, you can do this. And of course, we're not advertising Clubhouse, but this is the only way that you would be able to come in to my club and be able to have access to this information. But the fact that you are broadcasting through you, if your followers are private and are opting out of using any other form of social media, you would be the contact person to be
able to, administer any kind of information that you get from this clubhouse. So, in my opinion, that's totally fine with me. And you make sure you guys subscribe and follow to the platform. Okay, boost up the following for your commentator and podcaster, your vlogger, your blogger. Get them in an area of large following so we can have the amenities and all of the information displayed and relayed through them. We don't have to always go through, popular people we know. Make your person that you subscribe to and listen to popular. So appreciate the sister, broadcasting me on her YouTube. I definitely am going to start ASANTEWA'S YouTube. I'm just slow at it. I'm literally doing on the ground, boots on the ground work for my people and my private family. So I'm not as fluent with YouTube yet, and I don't know the dynamic of YouTube. I honestly did not care for YouTube, but it is a powerful mechanism to broadcast and get out information. So
she said she don't care for you too.
Subscribe to the sister if you're on YouTube, and subscribe to any other YouTubers. I know Brother Huey has a YouTube, and so subscribe to him. He can be able to go live and give this information out on this YouTube, as well as once I get get started, I will be broadcasting for the YouTube also. So thank you so very much, you guys, for sharing space, for being serious and interested in the self. I preach about the love of thyself, and the love of thyself is going to give you faith and belief.
I'll help you out with your YouTube when you. I'm gonna help you out with your YouTube when you're ready. I got a video, man. I had my YouTube account over 8 years ago. I got a video on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I got over 200,000 views. I did this video a long time ago with Google, and the Google video, and all I basically was talking about what to do when you want to heal a tooth abscess, baking soda and peroxide, and it's on there. So, but when you're ready, I got you, beloved.
Thank you, God. Wonderful. Peace to the God. And I have to be humble in this moment because I do need that assistance. And so we're going to get it started. We're going to get this thing cracking all the way around and make sure our family has the proper mechanisms and proper instruction. That's the main thing we need. Proper instruction.
That's right.
Okay. We were in here days ago, and a brother was letting us know we can go through the GCCCA, which is incorporating or unincorporating filing in Georgia. And you can do this from the comfort of your home through that database. Now, I do not know the fee to file through that database. We are taking advantage today of the Colorado filing, which is for $1. Okay. So I'm hitting the room chat.
Is she coming back, bro, with it? She's going to be doing it again. And you can get to the Clubhouse. If you're on Clubhouse, bro, I know, I don't think you do Clubhouse, but if you join, you'll be able to get into her room as well. Remember, I brought you the guy Meech before. He's the one that told you about the trust and how to set everything up.
Question,
and
going
what
back
we've been
to
doing in
the
the private.
PPO, you said the personal protection thing.
She
if
is
we,
awesome.
If we do it when they're young, when they turn 18, do we have to do another one?
No.
So while they're young, we go ahead and send it out to all those agencies.
Right.
They're still a minor.
Exactly. What it'll be is they would have to come forth and file for their own master account at the coming of age.
Okay, well, my son's disabled, so.
Okay, well, then it's all you.
Okay, so, and once I do it once, When he turns 18, I don't have to do it again, right?
Right, he's still considered a minor under you. That's your minor and not a minority of the state. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have to go to court and do what what's the girl's name that just petitioned to
Britney
get
Spears.
herself from her father?
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears just had to go to court because she was under conservatorship to her family. So she had to prove that she was able and capable of handling her affairs. And then at that point they can break free after 18. But if they don't do that, then even after 18, they still under that conservatorship.
Exactly. And her family had her in conservatorship to control the funding and her property while she was a Mickey Mouse kid, okay? While she was a rock star, okay? Now she had coming of age at 18 after she did that song. I forgot what song she did, made her on top. Whatever that song is. She wanted her conservatorship to be released, and they denied that request. The father denied her access, so she still had to be up under that conservatorship. She got married.
Sis, I'm about to go. I'm gonna send a link to my email. That way I should be able to copy the shared link, and I'm gonna put it in the chat for y'all. Hold on a second. Let me just try and do that. Because I'm playing Clubhouse on an extra phone I have. I don't have it on the computer. For some reason, it won't let me download it. But let me send it to myself in the email, the invite link.
If they're unable to petition for that account, you are
for
that adult minor.
Okay, it didn't. Let me see.
Okay, it is your job to make sure that baby is cared for, even in its adult and adolescent stage. They still are considered a minor in your care. You're their warden. You are their controller. You are the person that has the control of property and funds in those trust funds. Okay? So that takes that out of the state's hands. Takes it out of their hands. Filing it and having this on file.
Sister, did
once
she
you
have that
petition
on
and
a
go
profile?
forth,
Let me see.
they're going to look in the database and say, have they done this yet?
Actually.
Because if you haven't done this yet, you're giving them the power to decide. You're giving them the power to say, hey, should we do this or should we do this? But you already haven't.
Oh, you know what, sis? Unfortunately, she got two different pages, so I don't see it on the one she playing this room from. So hold on, I sent the link to it. I'm about to drop the bag.
Incorporated in Colorado, it's the dollar. They already have guidelines that they can't go supersede, say yes or no. They're gonna award and give you that custody or that conservatorship.
Okay, here it goes.
If you transfer, because I'm older in age and my son is still young. So
okay, here's the link, guys.
I want to
the Clubhouse.
When my daughters get a little more mature and get understanding of this. If I want to,
and you can join me too. I'm also on there. My room is you guys
do I need to do another EIN
with
their name, or
if y'all want to join, I do a room only like once or twice a week.
A custodianship
I
in
go
their
over
name,
trust information in my
or
room.
how would that work then?
Okay, so I'm kind of confused on what you're saying. So the child that you have now that's a minor and unable to take care of his own, his own business. Mm-hmm. You want to assign your daughters once they become of age to be the acting conservator for his behalf.
Something like that. I have some that are of age, but they're not versed in this yet.
Yes.
So, or
you're saying in the event. You're saying
something happens to
in the event something happens to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in the trust documentation, mm-hmm. you can structure them as the co-conservator. Okay.
Okay. Now, and I'm just going back to understanding. You said when you're doing a conservatorship, they already have to be 18 years or older. Is that, and if you're doing a custodianship, that's a minor.
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
Okay, so he's 8 now. So if I'm establishing this, I would be establishing a custodianship, correct?
Yes, correct.
So if something in the trust, if something happens before he's of age, am I saying custodianship or conservatorship?
You're saying custodianship.
Okay. Now,
yes.
When he's 18, because he's diagnosed with Down syndrome. When he's 18, yes, will that still be considered custodianship, or am I going to have to change it to conservatorship and then change, get another EIN, or how does that go?
No, ma'am. You would be able to. Now, you can do this one or two ways, in my opinion. The custodialship will surpass his 18th year simply because he is incompetent. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because he cannot file for himself to get the custodialship released or lifted. Mm-hmm. It would be in the trust documentation that this would be the co-custodial parent.
You must have your trust and everything set up. You must have your living will,
and because you already have the
your declaration on yourself, your value, everything.
A conservatorship for him, and your daughter be the person that is over him at the time he is 18. Okay, and you would structure that in the trust documentation. Okay. So now she has her own EIN trust account for him to be able to do for him and live out your wishes.
And
what I'm saying?
And that's when he's 18, correct? I can't do that before.
No.
Okay.
You can do it before, but it would not come into play until he's 18.
Okay, that's good. I just didn't know whether it was set in stone that you have to wait until, because I want to try to put stuff in place. So if I'm doing custodialship, I want to do conservatorship and have all that, just,
exactly.
Paperwork.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, ma'am. So you could create the conservatorship for him in your daughter's name. Okay, wouldn't use your name. It will be her name and her social that would then be attached to him. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then she would be the next person in line as conservator. Because remember, you're custodial. You had her. That's your child. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's her sibling. So she would conservator him. She would be his conservator. Okay, so I'm glad you asked that question because we need to know how to properly use these titles. These are all trustee titles, man. Mm-hmm. Okay? These are all trustee titles. So do not get confused. It's just a name that they have attached. And
you're listening to ASANTEWA'S Palace on Clubhouse. So, this is the link. Go and subscribe to the sister. She always dropping jewels and giving information.
EIN, congratulations. Your next step is the petition for conservator with your state to get it in your state. You also, if you want to be fancy, let's go and look at some property in Colorado so you can have property and an asset in Colorado. And now you have a summer home for you and that child. Now you have property where if something happens at that home, there's a natural disaster, you're forced to move.
Hit me in my email if you're interested in this project. I'm doing and building something in Colorado right now. If you're interested, me and a few other people are doing something currently. Hit my email and send me inspiration on what you are looking to do as far as being a part of that.
In generational wealth for our babies.
Facts.
It gets this intricate.
Now, one of my family members under me gonna suffer like I struggle trying to handle stuff working for somebody.
Homelessness.
That's over.
Not without funding to take care of our children.
That's right.
They cannot deny that you are being self-sufficient and responsible. Okay, you can't say you're you're not taking care of or you're neglecting that baby.
And mind you,
know
there
what
are
I'm
extra
saying?
steps too
So
that I can't talk about on here,
it
but
is
if you're part of the private,
12:12.
you'll find out
you got roughly
as far as
3
being
more
able to
minutes
maintain and take
before we
over the
jump back
control of
in this
all of your
thing
securities
and go
that are
for
listed and that have been
LLC.
claimed under
Get
your
ready to
name.
do LLC for all the people who are creating and wanting to conduct business for themselves in Colorado or in your state, unincorporated in Colorado.
I'm considering creating a trust to do this, just to do a business
So I got
under
2
this
more
and what
minutes.
she's setting up.
Go
I didn't
right
set
ahead.
this up. If you're
Yeah,
wanting to
just
do a business,
sometime
this
a
is
little bit
perfect for
ago.
you. But
You
I
guys are
myself have
going
not
over
set this
it.
up
You
yet
guys,
because I want to see if I want to
see the
incorporate it
replays
into
are
what
on, so
I'm
I'll go
doing.
back and listen
So
to it again. But
be
you
very
go
well
over
aware
the
of what you're
conservatorship
doing
and
if
is
you're
that an
looking to do
EIN
this.
that you apply for, or is that like another document or trust?
Yeah, we went over conservatorship and actually filled out 4 conservatorships for our adult children or persons of interest who are incompetent and unable to take care of their
But
financial.
everybody should be doing that conservatorship. If you have a child that's under
their
18, you need to be doing this either
business
way.
and affairs.
Whether you have
Okay,
your estate
So if
set
you have
up
someone
or
like
your
that
trust
that
set up or
needs,
anything, you need to still do this. You can still
someone
do
to
this.
be their
The
conservator,
conservatorship
then you
has
would
nothing
fill
to
out
do with
forms
that.
that adults that need a conservator to handle all their financial and real property, all of their business
You just
that
got
they
to get that
cannot
business
handle.
set up officially the
If
correct
you're
way.
taking them
And
to
the best way to
doctor,
do that is
if
through the
you're
trust
their
so you can
payee
protect any
on their
type of
Social Security,
taxes that you would
you
need to
are
be
a
paying.
trustee, i.e. conservator. Okay,
So
so
the
this
conservative
is
for a
why
trust.
we're doing conservatorship. We're incorporating in Colorado and covering this trust as a LLC. Okay, so it will be a LLC, unincorporated business trust in Colorado. This is going to be structured in your documentation. Okay, Ronnie?
Excellent, thank you.
Gratitude, my love. Okay, we got 1 more minute. Okay, here we go. IRS, hit that link, Bubba.
We're
LLC.
starting now the LLC.
Okay.
This is not the
Go down.
conservatorship. If you're looking to start your business, this is
EIN.
starting your business for
Apply for
$1
EIN.
today in Colorado, which is the
Okay.
topic.
Read
Listen
over
to
that.
all of the
Okay.
instructions.
That notice that comes up. Okay, again, application. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna hit LLC or corporation.
Do a LLC
Okay.
or corporation. Corporation
did
includes S corps.
LLC
We're doing
earlier.
LLC.
So you're gonna hit limited liability company, LLC.
Everyone that's on the link, make sure you're following these instructions. If you're wanting to set your account up today, you will be
Okay, tap
getting
continue.
information. Make sure you're screenshotting all of the pertinent information that you'll need to go back on later.
It's gonna tell you what a limited liability company is and what it is not. And you see it says LLCs are not incorporated and do not file articles of incorporation. So you're gonna file articles of unincorporated business trust. Okay, unincorporated is out of the state's jurisdiction. Okay, how many members? Now, if this is a sole member corporation or company, that is number 1. If it is a generational wealth passed down family business, you would do 2 or more. So 2, 3, 4, 10 if you choose to. Okay? If you're doing this for yourself, you don't have children yet, it is just you. If you have a family of 4, it would be 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And so on and so forth. You would need to generate a 1065 K1 for beneficiaries if it is 2 or more, okay? So we're gonna do family of 4 on my filing. Okay, business is located. Where is the business gonna be located? Okay, so we're gonna do a business located, and this is just what I'm doing. Your business can be located in your state. Okay, your businesses can be located in your state. I am doing a business located in Colorado. Okay. Oh, I forgot to keep it.
Peace, Miss Vicky. Thanks for joining us over here, babe. Appreciate your support. We're getting this information out. A few people have went over to ASANTEWA'S Palace. This is the room.
All those who are starting a new business. Okay.
Go and join so that you can go into her room,
you can
guys.
You started a new business
at any time.
And you can also click for banking purposes. That's another way, way you can generate the EIN for banking purposes. Okay. So now we're gonna tell us about the responsible party of the LLC. So this is you. If it's your children, you're doing this for, it's them and their social. Okay. Okay, click continue. Okay. All right, we talked about this address. So we know if we're not using our home address, okay, which this is not where your mail is coming to. So if you want to put your home address in this place and then click yes at the bottom for a different address to incorporate your PO box in the next screen, put your address at the top. It's gonna line up with your ID that you would be showing at Secretary of State at these places that they're gonna want to know who are you and who is this? Where are you from? What is the address? Everything's gonna line up. So if you do opt in to put in your address, that's totally fine. You would click yes, incorporate the PO box as the business address on the following screen. Okay, so I'm opting to use general postal delivery. I don't want any business at my personal document. Okay, so I'm doing general postal delivery. That is the post office address. Okay, I don't want it attached to my personal document. I do not. What you need me to do? Okay, next screen, PO box, PO box. Okay, tell us about the LLC. If you're doing an 18-wheeler, if you're going to have an 18-wheeler on a highway on behalf of this LLC, yes. If you're not, no. If you're going to incite gambling and wagering, for instance, if it's a grocery store, if it is a casino, a hotel, and it has the little gambling machine, you would select it. If you're going to have bingo, that's wagering, that's gambling, you would say yes. Okay. If you're not, no. Does your business need to file a 720 quarterly filing? Yes. Does your business sell or manufacture alcohol, tobacco, or firearms? If you're not selling these type of things and going to acquire the licensing for these things, it'd be no. If you're going to opt in to do this, you would select yes. And do you have or do you expect to have any employees filling out forms W-2 in the next 12 months? Yes, you're going to fill out W-4T. So you do not attach a tax to the paycheck. Okay, so hit yes and hit continue. Okay, month wages and annuities will be paid the month that you unincorporate this business. If you're just starting this business, it will be this month and this year. Okay, and now create your number for your agriculture employees. You know, you're a family of 4 or more, create that number for that. Okay, I always do family of 4 for my in agriculture employees. Other employees, you know, you're gonna hire cooks, maintenance men, mechanics, your housekeeper, your janitorial, if you're doing, you know, business office or whatever you're creating. Generate that number for other employees and select no for the liability tax for the calendar year. Okay, so you know it's going to be more than $1,000. Okay, so you will select no. That's a 1041 employee account. There it is. Hit that continue. Okay. So now we're on the what does your business or organization do screen. Okay, so I'm selecting accommodation. Okay, that's not what you want to select if you're doing something else, if your business is a purpose of something else. Go through these, search, hit that hyperlink, it's the blue description name. It'll tell you what that means, okay? It'll give you a smaller little explanation up under these titles, okay? So you will put that, you will click which one is best for you. I click accommodation, okay? Okay. So I'm clicking at the top what I wanted, or you would click other. So you would click other and type in what you want to do. Okay. Okay, hit continue, receive letter online. You will click that, yes. Click continue. This is your summary page. Screenshot your summary, and it's the mix. All right, we got that filing. Okay. Screenshot that EIN file, and go ahead and save your new LLC. Congratulations. Congratulations.
We can upgrade ASANTEWA'S name. We can add more value to ASANTEWA'S name. The ambassador.
Wonderful. Okay. Okay, family. Congratulations. The next page lets you know.
Salute to everybody that has taken care of this and just set up their business through that process with her.
Entity that you want, you will fill out 8832 or form 2553 to update and change your election.
I don't know, sis. They said it was fine good earlier. I'm not sure.
Thank you so much for being a part
most of them went over to her,
room.
room.
Or your family member is the owner of their own LLC. I personally, I love to monetize my platform. Say hello to the new CEO of ASANTEWA'S Palace and Resort, baby. That feels good. That feels really good. So I hope you guys got that.
I know they still hiding the notifications. Says y'all got to just look for the I would just check it here and there and just see if you still subscribe or unsubscribe to the notifications, resubscribe, hit the bell again, do something like that. I don't know, boo.
The west wing
hit all notifications. Maybe that'll help.
Followed by the east wing, I feel like can be denied smoking, so we don't hurt or harm anyone that does not like to smoke.
All right, guys, I'm not going to make this video too long. You guys can rewind it, listen to the entire process. We went over the conservatorship first. First was the conservatorship for anyone under 18 or anyone that's mentally decapitated. You can fill out and get the conservatorship for them. If you've done that, you can also go to this is the link. You can also go to fill out for the LLC and file that under Colorado, because in Colorado they're doing $1 for filing. They're trying to promote businesses in their area, so you'll be able to do that.
Shout out to the anonymous. Thank you so much for all.
Yes, sis, definitely. You can hit me. I've sent information. Let me see. Up here, I think I have something. In order to reach out to me to get the process going. If you want to get your trust and stuff set up, I'm doing class and private entities on that.
Hey,
here go Hadassah.
Welcome, my love. How are you?
Good. Sorry, been doing some finished stuff this morning. Why were you with the trust unincorporated? I'm
okay, say it again. Hadassah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Why would you leave the trust unincorporated?
The trust unincorporated is not controlled by the state. Unincorporated trust is not controlled by the state. It's by the terms of the trust.
But this is an option. You know, I like options.
You go, my girl.
The state,
Bless it out.
the state
Yes.
can technically be you.
Says.
So why wouldn't you incorporate it? You know, like a state, your estate. I would incorporate it in with your estate.
And that's fine too. We're just creating fresh new businesses. You definitely can incorporate it by your estate. It can be DBA'd as an estate. So yeah, that's the option. We're going in fresh and new, and attaching it to that particular.
Love you guys. If you did get something out of this, open your mind. You guys are great to do so and get assistance. For me, make sure you go over and join the sister's page, and she'll be doing this this evening, continue this on. So it's kind of like a party of business today in her palace. So let's just get over there and support that. And basically, guys, I actually had the live for you guys set up, but I've been doing a lot of stuff. Hopefully, I can get to it this evening. If not, early tomorrow. Something very good. ASANTEWA'S Palace. It is in the description. Sis. It's in the description on the YouTube.
You missed a lot.
I don't know how I can't spell it off the hand, sis. So and I can't go to it to see it, but it's in the description. Her name.
So that's wonderful.
All right, guys. Peace, love, and blessings. We're gonna leave this short so everybody can come in and grab this. And keeping in mind, it's $1 for the Colorado account. All right, guys. Peace, love, blessings. I am out. Yes, sis. Of course. Love you guys. Peace.